Welcome back. Imagine you are building an app where user enter their details or maybe a logging system that tracks all the errors or even a game that needs to save progress. Now, if you only store data in variables, what happens when the program ends? Everything vanishes. So, the real problem is how can we make data permanent so that it stays even after the program stops? That's where Java's file handling APIs come into play. And today we are going to explore file reader, file writer and buffered reader and buffer writer. File reader for reading from files, file writer for writing into files, and buffered reader and buffered writer for super fast reading and writing. Now, what is file reader? File reader is used to read characters from text file. Works well for small files. Supports Unicode so that text is handled properly. Now, let's see the syntax and the code for file reader. Here I have written two import statements for file reader and IOException. File reader to read characters from the file and IOException to handle errors like file not found. We have imported these two required classes. Then here I have written this syntax. Now what does all these means? Let's understand. File reader fr equal to new file reader then parenthesis inside file name.txt means here we are creating file reader object named fr and then the file txt is the file name we want to read. The moment this line runs, Java tries to open the file. If the file does not exist, then it will throw an error file not found exception. Then we have int data fr.read. The read method reads one character at a time from a file, but instead of directly giving us character, it gives integer value, the Unicode or ASCII number of that character. Example, if the file starts with a fr read parenthesis, then it will return 65. That's why we usually cast it back to character when printing char data. And then we have fr.close. Once we are done, we close the file. Closing is super important. It frees up system resource and avoids memory leaks. Think of it like shutting a book after reading it instead of leaving it open forever. Now, let's comment these out, syntax, and let's see the code for file reader. Now, I'm here directly pasting the code to avoid extra time. So, you can see in line number 12, try. Now, since file handling can throw errors like missing file, we wrap our code inside a try block so exception can be caught. Then in the next line, we have file reader fr equal to new file reader and inside that sample.txt. This line opens the file sample.txt for reading. If the file exists, Java connects the file reader to it. If it does not, you will get file not found exception. Then I have declared an integer I. Then we have our while loop. Now this while loop reads one character at a time. And then I have printed the char I. fr.read gets the next character's numeric value and I is equal to fr.read stores it in I and not equal to -1 loops continue until the file ends. -1 means no more characters. Then I have printed char I. This converts numeric ASCII or Unicode value into the actual character. Next, we have fr.close. Now, always do this to free resource system, otherwise the file may stay logged. Then we have our catch block. Now, if any error happens like missing file, permission issue, etc., this block will catch it and print the error message. This is how file reader works. Now, let's save our file and run this code to understand better. And you can see, hello, this is a test got printed because in sample.txt we have written our statement, hello, this is a test, and the Java is opening this sample.txt file and printing the statement inside the file. Now let's move with the next one.